Keychron's been known to launch all their keyboards with massive Kickstarter campaigns, but this one just slipped right under the radar and showed up on their store. It's hot swappable, about $50, has backlight, works with Windows and Mac. This is a game changer. I'm using this for several weeks now, and let me tell you, it's been a pretty good experience. I've been gaming, typing, doing everything, working, editing videos, all of the above. Now the real question is, why isn't anyone talking about it? Why, Keychron? Why? Why aren't you talking about it? The only reason I found out about the Keychron C1 is someone in the comments said, are you gonna check it out? Are you gonna review it? It's only this price, does this and this. Go and review it. And I was like, I've never heard of that. And then I checked their store on the Keychron page, and there it was, just there. The C1 and the C2, just there. Full of features, super affordable. I mean, where else will you be getting a hot swappable TKL that has all these features that isn't just Odamu? It's a simple plug and play. You've got the USB-C port on the top left. You got that slider toggle for Windows and Mac. Works great with both. The USB port works with pretty much any cable, but make sure the plastic end isn't too large. A heat shrunk cable is definitely preferred there, or the cable that comes straight out of the box. Now it only connects via wire, so that definitely does matter. No Bluetooth here, but for people like me who picked up all the Keychron boards and never used the Bluetooth anyways, this is absolutely perfect. Save money and don't get features that I never use. It's a perfect combination. Alright, but other than the lack of Bluetooth, it pretty much does everything else all the Keychron boards do. On Windows, the function row acts as F1 through F12. On Mac, you can do things like media keys and brightness, whatever you guys do on a Mac. The rubber feet on the back actually do their job really well, despite being quite small and the keyboard being really light. There's no slipping, and the dual angle adjustable kickstands are a huge bonus for something at this price point. I mean, most boards at this price don't even have feet on their case, so this is huge. The case and the keycap height on the C1 is extremely comfortable. Compared to the K8 and the K6, this angle is lower and better to use, and if you think it's still too high, you can pick up a palm rest, or you can replace the keycaps with lower profile keycap. With the feet up, it can go up to 9 degrees if that's what you want to do. Now here are the K8, the K6, and the C1 side by side. And then here are the low profile boards, the K1, V4, and the K3 right next to the C1 as well. Now the C1 weighs 1 pound 8 ounces or 688 grams, which is extremely lightweight for a mechanical keyboard. It's super lightweight if you want to take it somewhere, go get coffee, go meet up with your friends, do a work meeting. And I have no doubt that with this build, it can withstand a few drops and bumps. However, I really would have liked to see some aluminum bezels here. That would have made it heftier, feel sturdier, not have any flex. Just overall, it would have been a better experience. Now the stabilizers here, they are pre-lubed from the factory. It's what I expect from a Keychron board. However, because of its hot swappability, I definitely opt to mod these in the future, and we will be few months from now after testing this for a few more months. Now, one thing that keeps bothering me as I'm typing, as I'm working on this, is that the space bar will sometimes get stuck, especially if I'm pressing it in an upwards motion or if I'm doing a quick tap instead of a sustained press. Now that could be because this is a tactile brown switch. I expect none of that will happen if you're opting for the linear switch. Now the biggest benefit of this board is that it has 5-pin hot swappable sockets. It's compatible with Cherry, Zeal, Novelkeys, Gateron, Kale, whatever switch you want, and you can do some mods on it if you choose without having to desolder anything. Now, due to the lack of exposure and information about this board, the durability of these hot swap sockets are unknown for now, but we will be putting it to the test in the future. Now, it has north-facing LEDs, so you will have some interference with Cherry Profile's keycaps, but with the stock OEM keycaps, you won't be having any trouble at all. Now these are ABS double shot keycaps. Your legends and symbols won't fade away, but over time and heavy use, these keycaps are definitely gonna get a little bit more shiny. Over the 2-week period of heavy use that I put it through, I don't really see any hot spots of shine or grime that I typically see after using ABS keycaps for that long. But after several months, I do expect something to happen here though. The tops of each keycaps are quite smooth, however, with sort of a matte feeling to them. It's quite pleasurable to use. Now in dim lighting or bright light, the LEDs and the legends are actually really easy to see. One problem though is the secondary legends of the function row on the white keycaps are extremely hard to see with the LEDs on. Now you can spend a few more dollars and splurge and get RGB up in there, so it'll be a lot easier to see and match your setup. However, some of these letters aren't cleanly molded. If you look at some of these black keycaps and the legends, you will see some spottiness happening, especially with the longer words such as the shift and caps lock. Now the case itself, as we've seen from the first impressions, it is quite hollow, and because of that, the switches sound really loud. Now typically, tactile switches don't sound this loud. However, with this case that has a lot of empty space in it, you do hear a lot of resonance, just amplifying the sound that it already has. After inserting some foam though, I expect some of that will diminish. The plate of the board is made of metal, so there's no flexing in the case, just some creaking from the plastic when you're putting force on your board. So there are a lot of pros for the Keychron C1. Just a few cons here and there, being picky, but you can't expect perfection from a board that's only $50. However, it is pretty good. With all that being said, Keychron still continues to disappoint. After several years of telling the people that they're going to release software for their keyboards, they still haven't done it. I recently got an announcement saying that they're actually going to release it this year, and I hope they stick to that, but we'll see. We'll see. So you can't remap these keys using their software because they don't have any. However, you can do things like auto hotkey, sharp keys, or carabiner to remap the keys on your PC, but keep in mind that that's stuck to your PC. So whatever keyboard you do connect to your PC will fall under those same remaps that you programmed. So it's not just this keyboard, it's every keyboard that you connect to your computer. I mean, it's been several years. I've just been waiting. I've been waiting. Honestly, for what I paid for this board, I'm pretty happy with it. There's so much potential with this board, and I just can't wait to hear and see and feel it after I put it through the mod factory. It's only $50 and it's super lightweight, so the durability here is a little questionable. I'll be putting it through the test by using it a lot of the time, testing it very thoroughly for the next few months and getting back to you. We'll also be seeing some mods and you'll be able to see exactly what I did and how I did it as well. So press that like button, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to see a long-term review on the C1 and some mods too. As always, the keyboard is available on Amazon using the Genius link down below. It'll localize to your country so you don't have to spend a ton of time looking around. It's also available on the Keychron website, but their shipping rates are just a little steep, so do that at your own risk. Anyways, hope you have an awesome day or an awesome night. I'm gonna plug this into my computer and use it so much more. I'll see you in a few months, or tomorrow, or next week. Bye!